morning y buenos días. Another episode of Cafecito y Croquetas, sponsored by Stay Tranquilo and H&CO. It's another Monday, a new
Beautiful
week.
Monday. It's a beautiful Monday.
Beautiful Monday, new week, new beginnings.
Fresh
all
starts.
good things. All good things to start the week. And, obviously the Dolphins are not going to let us, we're not going to be down on a Monday because
We're
of
not
the
going to
Dolphins.
let a football team damper our moods on a beautiful day. The birds
Absolutely
are
not.
chirping
They
outside.
are.
The skies are blue. It looks like we might have some good weather for a little bit. So
Absolutely.
why not start off with some
Absolutely.
some good vibes and some good news.
Yeah.
That's all that matters right now.
Weather has been great. This
Weather
weekend
has
was
been great.
beautiful. And I think we got some nice weather coming up this week.
Hopefully.
We're excited for that little cool down. So all good vibes, all good energy.
Mhm.
Gonna bring you some good news today going on in the world and in Miami. And big concert went on this weekend.
Big concert, yeah.
Billie Eilish was in attendance here in Miami representing, and some things went down. It looks like somebody grabbed Billie Eilish.
Mira, pobrecita, dude. Pobrecita. Look, man, I mean, it's Miami. Never know what's going to happen down here. We have a couple crazies that lurk the streets at night. And
Yeah.
I mean, essentially to kind of give a brief description was, she, at some point in her concert went down to the ground level, kind of the gap between the stage and where the fans are, kind of that gated area. Interacting with fans, showing a little bit of love to people that showed up to support her. And I guess one guy thought that a handshake wasn't enough or a high five from Billie Eilish was enough and decided to yank her and basically pull her towards him and try to carry her off. I don't know where he was going to take her, but he essentially tried to carry her off. But, a lot of the fans nearby that, knew that was a little bit too much, kind of apprehended and kind of like let the guy know, whether it was physically or verbally, he was taken care of pretty quickly. But I mean, pobrecita, dude. I mean, obviously, you have crazy fans and stuff
For
like
sure.
that, but that's like another level of craziness. But from what I heard it was a pretty good concert nonetheless.
I did.
And, what's a little concert with a little extra extravagance, a little bit of fireworks to spice it up, and it went viral. I mean, everyone.
It did.
I think everyone saw that clip of this poor girl getting yanked into the crowd by some crazed fan, whatever his intentions were. I mean, la pobrecita, dude.
Yeah, I saw the clip and I didn't really know what had happened. It looked at first like I thought she kind of like willingly went in there, like because it happened so fast. You kind of just see her and then you kind of see her like get sucked into the crowd. But I did not realize that someone actually had grabbed her, and I think if there's something in Miami that would go down, it would be something like that. Like someone had the opportunity, said, "Oh my God, Billie Eilish is this close to me. I'm just gonna take her in."
I mean, like I said, dude, I don't know what the intentions
I'm assuming
were.
he got kicked out.
I think he got kicked out. I don't know if he got arrested. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't like look back into like what happened to the guy, but I know the guy. They let him know. I think he was on the spot. I think. If people let him know, with their own language, whether it was physical language or verbal language, they let him know. I think he got kicked out. And I mean, I don't think she got hurt. I don't think anything happened to her.
Thank God. That could have been a disaster.
I guess it's something you kind of laugh at, being a superstar, as she is. I guess it's something you kind of think is going to happen, but you don't really expect it to happen until it does. But I mean, like I said, for the most part, I think, the concert still went on great. I mean, obviously a very big pop star in this world. And, like I said, what's a little concert without some extra fireworks going on?
Yeah, shout out Billie Eilish.
Shout out Billie.
Welcome to Miami.
Bienvenido.
I hope you got a little taste of what Miami's all about by getting grabbed by a fan. But that was some stuff that went on this weekend. Obviously, always a lot going on in Miami, but some pretty cool news here with an icon in Miami. Gloria Estefan is getting a street named after her here in Miami, I believe in Miami Beach. Obviously, the Estefan family as a whole, iconic family here in Miami. So to give her flowers and to give a street named after Gloria Estefan is pretty iconic.
I mean, Estefan is a legacy down here in Miami. Yeah. I mean, if you're attached to the Estefan name, I mean, anyone that's a local that's been in Miami, even younger crowds, they know who Gloria Estefan is. They know her music. They know the Miami Sound Machine. They know Emilio Estefan. So, I mean, if there's someone, worthy of getting a street named after them, I mean, obviously Gloria is an icon for the most part, especially in Miami, even beyond Miami, a Latino icon, Cuban roots icon. So, I mean, very, deservingly, for her to get a street. And obviously, like I said, I mean, it's a legendary family and a legendary, stretch of a career that they had, together, her and Emilio, both of them.
No, they built an empire together, and us as people from Miami, it's cool to see people like them succeed, right? I mean, especially Miami, that we're not like super entertainment, right? The New Yorks of the world, the LAs of the world, but like you see now, like all this creativity going on in Miami and all these like iconic people coming out of Miami. It's pretty epic. We're big sports people, and we always hear about all like the iconic sports people that come out of South Florida. But to see someone like Gloria Estefan be that kind of catalyst and be an inspiration to the next generation of like young Latinos and Latinas, like, hey, look at Gloria Estefan, she could do it. You can do it too. And I think that's pretty amazing to see, because she is, like you said, a legacy in Miami.
I mean, listen, she's the voice behind one of the most iconic line dances, the conga.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh my
she
God.
was the voice behind it. The Miami Sound Machine, her and Emilio were both the creators behind that song. And I mean, that song's never gonna go away. It's one of those that's just gonna be around forever.
Absolutely.
Any wedding you go to, any party, the conga might come on, and they're for sure gonna use the conga by Gloria Estefan and the Miami Sound Machine for sure.
Well, you think when you're walking on that street, they're just gonna be playing conga on
I hope not, dude.
So every time you walk on that
You
street,
have to do a conga.
the conga, and everybody's gotta do the conga.
Eso demasiado. Eso demasiado. I think she got the street. That's good. You know, we'll look at it and be like, "Oh, Gloria, good for you, dude." But I'm not gonna do the conga.
You're not gonna do the conga every time you walk Gloria Estefan Lane or Boulevard.
I'll pay my respects. You know, be like a little hat tip. But I mean, I'm not gonna do the conga. No chance.
Well, if you go down, I don't know if it's Gloria Estefan Boulevard, Lane, Street, but whenever you go down Gloria Estefan Street,
do a conga line.
do the conga. Send us videos of doing the conga down.
I mean, for all you know, man, it might happen. It might happen already.
You know,
for all you know, someone's gonna do it.
Someone's gonna do it. Someone's got to do it. And if they don't, I'll be the one to go.
If you go, Drew, I'll do it.
All right,
if you go, I'll go.
We'll make it happen.
We'll get a caravan going.
Yeah, no, it's pretty epic. And again, shout out to Gloria Estefan. Amazing news in Miami. Outside of that, a couple smaller stories. Seeing here that Telemundo and the University of Miami are actually launching a podcast incubator, which is pretty cool. Obviously, we've been in the podcast space now for a little while. And again, kind of talking about how Miami's kind of been like a little bit behind the curve of like this creativity platform, I guess, that exists down here. There's not a ton of it. And you're seeing obviously more and more content creators, but like voices, right? And like Latino storytellers. To be able to, partnering up with like further education with the University of Miami and Telemundo, like kind of being like the ones in the entertainment space, right? Like saying, hey, we're not going to only do this ourselves. We're going to bring this in as like a curriculum with the U. Like that's pretty epic. Like for both parties to kind of come in together, and hopefully these younger generation of students are saying, hey, shit, I want to get into podcasting.
I mean, listen, we've talked about it, a lot of lectures that we've done, a lot of kind of workshops. I mean, starting a podcast, as you know, the idea is always great, but it's hard to do one.
Right.
And now obviously you have Telemundo coming into University of Miami, obviously a very legendary local place, which I'm sure there's a lot of voices in there that,
for sure,
I'm sure they want to, use their platforms, maybe not even for the fame and the fortune, but just to tell, just to talk, talk about relevant news, bring stories to life. And the fact that now they're going to have a platform to help them get there, at least get them started, get them off the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the hardest part. I mean, we see it, everywhere, everyone has the idea of starting a podcast, but the actual logistics of starting one, it's super difficult. So, I mean, it's awesome that, Telemundo's kind of spearheading that, and they're going to the youth, they're going to, the future, they're going to the youth of kids, in education. And I'm sure everyone that's going to be part of the program, obviously, has a reason that they're going to be in there. They're not just doing it for, just for the fun of it. Obviously, they have an intention to, talk on something, whether, whatever it's any specific interest, or maybe just to, put themselves out there a little bit. I think it's an amazing opportunity, and credit to Telemundo, obviously a big Latino network, a Latino broadcast superpower. So I mean, who knows if it can tie in, they'll bring out some Latino flavor there in the University of Miami.
Absolutely.
And bring out some more Latino voices, because they're there, but obviously, like I said, it's hard to start it up. It's hard to get your voice heard, especially if you don't have the background, the courage to do it. So now there's a platform that's going to be able to help you kind of, get you started and kind of teach you how to do it, get you comfortable in the space. I mean, it should be a home run, man. And I think, I'm excited to see what comes out of it. I'm excited to see, who steps up to the plate and actually, takes on the challenge and really immerse himself into the opportunity. So it should be, I mean, I think it's awesome. I think it's an awesome opportunity for these kids to get.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like a breeding ground, right? So it's like you develop them while they're young, teach them, consult them, give them all the tools, right? Obviously, like there's a lot that goes into the production, audio, video, you name it. But now being able to provide them not only the tools, but like also like the mentorship, like, hey, this is how you do it, this is what you need, we're gonna provide you the tools, and then hopefully now you get maybe 5 or 10 of those people that are part of that program that become, big podcasters in Miami.
Hey man, I hope so, dude. I mean, why not, right?
Yeah.
Why can't
We,
they?
we know we need more of it here. So like, if this is like a catalyst to do it, I mean, like this weekend, you're going to be doing something at Columbus in partnership with
Next weekend.
or
Next weekend.
I thought it was this weekend.
It was next weekend. They moved it to next weekend.
Oh, okay.
But yes, on that note, yeah, it's essentially kind of teaching students,
Right.
the ins and outs of podcasting, what goes into it,
Yeah.
the logistical side of it, because people tune into it and they just see people talking on camera, but they don't know everything that goes behind the scenes,
Right.
whether it's the planning, whether it's the production, whether they're just really, finding, ways to present themselves on camera. There's so much that goes into it. And at first glance, it's kind of scary, but if you have the tools there and you have the mentorship to do it,
Yeah.
I mean, you should be super comfortable in the space and you should, find some success in it. I think that's the most important thing.
Absolutely.
And I think it's awesome that Telemundo's, taking the initiative to partner with the University of Miami on that, which they already have. That's my alma mater. They have a great school of communications. They have a lot of people that go there looking to get into this opportunity. If maybe broadcast isn't for you, get into podcasting.
Yeah.
That's the, realistically, it's a future form of broadcasting. It's a future way of people getting their news, getting, information. So, why not use that as a different outlet for people that maybe they're not meant for on-air broadcast, but
Right.
maybe they're an amazing podcast personality.
Yeah.
It's a completely different medium. It's a completely different personality you have to have. So, it's an extra opportunity for kids to, grow in the creative space, media space.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited for it. I think
Yeah,
that's
no, it's awesome. It's awesome. That's news as of last week. So looks like it's going to kick off now. And if anyone's interested, obviously reach out to the University of Miami, Telemundo. Maybe we do something with FIU.
Maybe,
Why
man.
not, right?
Everyone needs a little bit of love, man.
Exactly.
Obviously, you already got one, so we need FIU
Exactly.
to get some love too.
FIU's got to tap in too. But yeah, that's pretty much it as far as some of the news going on in the world. Relevant, nice and light, all good things. Overall, pretty good weekend in Miami. Always a good vibe. We're getting into that fall season here in Miami, and I think everyone's excited for the weather to start cooling down.
The rain's gonna slow down. The weather's gonna be a little cooler. Not gonna say it's gonna be chilly. It's not gonna be sweater weather, but it's gonna get a little cooler.
I'll take a high of 80 and a low of 70 all day.
Hey man,
if we could live there for the next couple months,
that'll be amazing.
I'll be ecstatic. And no rain, no more rain.
No more rain. I would love to not go outside and sweat when I step outside. So I'm hoping for it.
No more rain. That's the motto for this week. No more rain.
No more rain.
I think we're gonna be able to check that box this week, which
rain.
That feels good. But as always, thank you guys for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. We will catch you guys Wednesday with Pablo from Fortec. That'll be a great conversation with Pablo. And as always, drink your coffee, have your pasaditos, have your croquetas. Have a great week.
Cheers, guys.